No. Listen. That don't make no sense. That's a double negative. There's no way you can call a man a gay fish. It just too wrong. It's like reverse, backwards. You can't put the two of them together. Double negative, gay a positive. You understand? Oh. Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Technicational. My name is Peyton Wilmot, and today we're going to give you the full review of this phone, Redmi Note 7. Not to be mixing up with the Note 7. It's a different company, it's not Samsung. So this is the Redmi line of Notes. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get right into the review and get this started. So let's start out by saying this. This is not a typical brand that a lot of people know about. This is the Xiaomi brand, and this is the Redmi Note 7 by Xiaomi. Now, there's a lot of confusions when it comes to Xiaomi products because they release so many products per month that it will confuse anybody. I actually bought a Redmi Note 6 Pro 4 months before this came out, and this is the successor. So it doesn't really take a year for Xiaomi to actually produce a successor to the phones they're releasing. So you have so many options and so many price points that you can actually get into having a Xiaomi phone pretty easily. They are good quality, good price, and some are very powerful with good cameras. Now, going on to the Note 7. This is upper mid-range. It's not a flagship, but very upper mid-range. And we're going to talk about build quality right now. So you have Gorilla Glass 5 at the front, Gorilla Glass 5 at the back, fingerprint scanner at the back, 2 cameras at the back, and one is actually 5 megapixel and the next one is 48 megapixel. It uses USB Type-C to charge. You have a front notch camera right here, and it is running the Snapdragon 660. Pretty decent mid-range Snapdragon processor. You also get 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal space. You can use 2 SIM cards at the same time with this, or you can use your SIM card and your SD card as well. You have your microphone jack, which is definitely a plus, and you also have an IR blaster to actually change, programs on the TV, or change the channel, turn off your TV, turn off your radio. I can't tell when last I see that on a phone, but this has it. So pretty much that's it. The one thing that I kind of a little bit disappointed with is that although you have Gorilla Glass at the front and Gorilla Glass at the back, the edges around here may look metal, but they're actually plastic. Yeah, so you have to cut corners some places if you're going to keep the price down. So let's move right into performance. So talking about performance, just one correction I need to actually tell you guys. There are pretty much a lot of variants to the Note 7 from Xiaomi. You have one with 4 gigs of RAM, 3 gigs of RAM, and you have a 6 gig of RAM one somewhere, I think, with 128, 64, and 32 gigs of space. Anyway, the one here is actually 3 gigs, it's not 4, so I made that correction. Okay, so performance wise, now with the Snapdragon 660, it's not a very new mid-range phone processor, I should say, but it does work flawlessly for a mid-range device. I am running Asphalt on it, no problem, and it doesn't lag, it doesn't stutter, everything just works perfectly, and me I win race. So let's move on to camera quality, and pretty much a whole heap of people might say, all right, fine, it's not a Samsung, it's not a Huawei, but how the camera quality is, because we don't really know this brand. And to be honest, I have to say it actually shocked me. This mid-range phone shocked me when it comes to camera quality. Yeah, So the front camera is 13 megapixel and the back camera, as I said before, is 5 megapixel and a 48 megapixel. And the shots that came out in the day were good. But what surprised me is the shots that came out in the night. I have not seen a mid-range phone that produced that good detail and clarity in night shots for a while. Not to mention, doing night shots, you know, when people are in motion or anything like that, you will have blur. The person will be blurred if you take the picture of the person. 70% of the time the picture is not blurred and it takes the picture as is. Good, clear, no blur, person in motion. I am impressed. And yes, the 48 megapixel, you're not getting the full 48 megapixel in the size of the photo. What they did is that they do a little technique that compresses the photo so you can get better image quality and better lighting in night shots. So still 48 megapixel, it looks great in night photos. Not going to beat out flagships, but come pretty damn close. All right, so which part we there now? Oh yeah, battery life. Yes. The battery life on this, I wonder if it'll work on solar or something like that, because one time I charged it and I review it for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, the Xiaomi battery app and battery saving features in the background are pretty good, but my problem is that there's no way to actually show how long this thing is on battery, but I just can't say it. I have this on battery from Monday and today is Saturday. I'm doing a review and it's at 36%. Mind you, I play a game now and again on it and I don't really use data, but yeah, that is some pretty good battery. Yeah, the size of the battery on this is a 4000 milliamp battery, but I think coupled with the fact that it's not a very power hungry processor, you're getting some decent battery life out of the Note 7. You probably get 2 days without a doubt when you have this on data, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you're doing. You're supposed to, more than likely, if you're a power user, you'll get close to 2 days or 2 days out of the Note 7. I feel pretty confident because my dep on battery for almost 6 days now and it's at 36%. So I feel confident. Yeah, I feel confident. I think maybe bet my money on that one day. So what are my final thoughts on this mid-range, upper mid-range? I don't even know what to call it. It's like a borderline between mid and high end, in my opinion. Design wise, it looks very expensive and the display looks pretty decent. What are my final thoughts? Okay, for me, I would say if you don't have a lot of money and you're looking something that is stylish and is able to do what most phones can do and do it well, and you want good camera quality for front and back, yeah, you can't lose with this. This is pretty good.
No, it's a nightmare.
The display is pretty decent, not AMOLED decent, but pretty decent for a LCD. The blacks are deep. Alright, I don't know about nobody else. I have a cut. Me definitely have to watch this. Just saying I'm a Terminator fan. Yeah. Anyhow, so the screen quality on the Note 7 is pretty good and the battery life is phenomenal, coupled with a capable mid-range processor. I don't see why you would actually shy away. Yes, you probably don't know the brand, but sometimes you just have to take the risk and then you probably just fall in love with the brand. Now, this has its shortcomings because the processor is not a mid-range 2019 processor, but it's still capable. Also, I am pretty not, a fan of the plastic sides. If you have glass at the front and glass at the back, why not just make a metal frame and done? But still, it's just nitpicking at that point. And it is a decent phone. Anyhow, if you're interested in this phone and you want to know more about this phone was provided by Cell Jamaica. The link is in the description if you want to call them and hear the price, or if you want to visit them and see the other Xiaomi brand phones they have, because they have a lot. You can actually do that. So just check the description below. Apart from that, folks, thank you guys for watching, and if you could leave a thumbs up, if you could tell your friends then about the channel, to subscribe, it would really help me out. And until next time, I'm gonna try to see if we can actually, get my hands on more devices to review. I like how this look blue still. Fingerprint kind of fast. Dave, you're not turning off the video.
Snakes in the grass, you gotta watch where you step. Blood on the leaves, you either kill or be killed. When there's food on the table, you either eat or you starve. And when there's sharks in the water, you either sink or you swim. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there.